Hello, everyone. My name is Therese, and I am excited to share with you one of my favorite hobbies. I am a self taught artist. I am definitely a folk artist. I don't have a lot of experience doing this, maybe about a year of experience actually, like painting. But I've really discovered something wonderful and beautifully free in painting, and in particular, painting scenes like water, trees, flowers, gardens. I love painting ponds, lily pads, roses. So, anyway, landscapes are my favorite. And I'm excited to share with you today one of my paintings. This is going to be a painting of the ocean. All right, I love water painting, so this will be very, very simple. So let's get started. I see here I have my painting board here, and then I have paint. I have, of course, I have a teal turquoise type color paint. I have a blue paint here, like a cobalt blue, and I have another blue shade of blue. And as you all know, we have 3 different shades of blue for our ocean. The darker shade I will use for more of the deeper parts of the ocean. So I'm gonna make the deep part of the ocean here. So I already wet my canvas, so I like to slightly put a little bit of water on it to make it smooth, right? And you have a little bit of water. Water helps the paint to glide on very, very nicely onto the canvas. So you see the darker color. It looks like the sky, but it's actually the ocean. So I'm going to go now shade lighter here. And I'm mixing it. I'm blending it light. I'll blend it in better, but you'll see the colors are kind of fading in. They're blending a bit. See that? Yep, so the water is getting lighter as it gets more shallow. Again, this is another shade of blue. And as you can see, I'm kind of stroking it very, very lightly, but I'm also kind of moving in a way where it's like waves, like, they're not straight lines. I'm moving it so that it looks like the ocean is moving, right? Like the water. And so the strokes are very important. So as you can see, there you go. One of the things I'm learning about my water paintings is reflections of the sun and how that gently hits the water and how you capture that in your painting. So right now what I'm doing is I am kind of blending in a little bit all of the colors here. I want a more of a smoother transition from the colors. You see that? So just mixing a little bit more. All right, so that's it. That's my water. It's my base. Now we're going to show the light reflecting on the water. So I'm going to use some white color for this. Right now what you see me doing is I'm just painting the edges of my canvas board. Sometimes people forget to paint their edges, and that's something that you can do. And the white. All right, and I'm going to use a really small brush to make my water strokes, and I think this brush here works. Okay, I'm going to wet it a little bit. I want to use this color first. So I'm going to make like little lines, just like little ocean lines here. My canvas isn't completely dry, but see? Just little lines. So the ocean water and the light reflecting on the waves. See, my darker colors, I'm gonna need a little bit more white here. So I'm gonna Put some white. There you go. So it's not necessarily like perfect straight lines. The water in the ocean, is the wind. It's not perfect. You won't see straight lines. You're going to see waves and curves, and that's what I'm trying to depict here in this painting, is how the ocean water moves. And of course, right now, it's still in development, but you'll see when I'm finished, it'll look a little bit more realistic as I do some blending in with the water and some depth to the waves, and I'll add that in a little bit. Right now I'm just getting some tips of the ocean. Can you see how it's moving? The water's moving. So I started off with this lighter blue, but it looks like the lighter blue, I don't like it that much on here because it's blending in too much into the water. So the white is working out much better. So as you paint, you'll figure out ways to fix your painting as you go. It happens. I've learned little techniques like water and a paper towel. It's like an eraser. It's like amazing. All right. How's that? Okay. Now I'm going to add some depth to it, to the waves, right? And how do I do that? Darker color shaded underneath the white. And so you'll see I'm going to use this darker blue here, and I'm going to just put it underneath some of this white. It'll blend a bit too, but I'm adding a little bit of depth underneath the wave, and you'll see it's gonna blend in more as well, but some depth to the waves. Okay. How's that looking now? My son now just walked in.
Good.
What does this look like to you?
The ocean.
Mm-hmm. See, it's a little bit of depth, and you'll see some of the blues here on the top part. It's coming into the darker blue, and I'm gonna add the darker teal here underneath. Give me some more depth there. Some of these waves, I want them a little bit thinner. You see here, this is another darker blue. I'm putting some depth underneath that water. See, underneath that wave there. So I'm going to use a darker blue there. And you see how I created that depth right there? And then I'm just going to blend it in, just slightly blend it in. There we go. That's it. All right. I call that Hadassah's art. Hadassah is my Jewish name, and that's the name I use for my art work, is Hadassah's art. Like Hadassah's heart, right? So like painting is part of my expression of my expression of self, and it is giving you my heart when I paint, right? And when I write as well. But this is my heart, Hadassah's heart. All right. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Hopefully my videos will get better. But here they is.